Scene on BBC Radio London with Aurie Styla.
This is The Scene.
Loving that one. That is Confidence by Ray. My name's Aurie Styla. If you've just tuned in, this is The Scene on BBC Radio London from 8 until 10. Every Monday with me. On a Tuesday, though, we have other people that do The Scene. It's like my Scene family. Tuesday is Clara Hermit from 8 till 10. On a Wednesday is Judy Love. On a Thursday is Jasmine Dotawala. And on a Friday is the dynamic duo Salma El Wadani and Lionheart. Last week, me and Lion had this little back and forth thing when it came to us being able to play the piano and so on. And I said to them, throw your next challenge, and they didn't throw nothing back to me. So I assume man won the challenge when it came to the piano business. If you want to throw it back to me, Lion, you can do. If not, just admit defeat. It's all love out here, man. I love The Scene. Make sure you listen to them every Monday to Friday, 8 until 10, right here on BBC Radio London. In the building, I've got another guest with me, and this is a comedy brother of mine. I just want to check your mic is working. Sir, how's your mic doing?
No.
All right, so this is BBC Radio London, not Radio Jamaica. We'd like you to keep the bashment sounds down if you could do that, sir. Right? And then only I can go no. Yeah? Is that all right?
That's all right.
Now I'm playing. Right. This is a good friend of mine. He's a comedian. He's a host. He's a podcaster. I love saying this. His family's from Jamaica, but he's from Harlow, so the accent is very different from what his family is and what his accent is.
Always running me for my accent, man.
I can do. He's been on so many different platforms in terms of shows with me, without me as well, and I've seen him grow and grow and grow as a comedian. How long have you been doing it now for, sir?
Since May 2016.
So it's been literally just under 3 years. It's gonna be, so 2.5 years. A natural entertainer and a motor mouth, he says, but I shut him down sometimes. This is my brother Darran Griffiths. How you doing, sir?
Yes, happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. I was about to fire out a tweet against you because
me.
Yeah, because I saw you and Judy get the gig, and I was like, they're my family, man. They got to invite me on the show soon. And then,
so wait, you was hating because we didn't get the invite to the show?
Yeah, and then I was just about to press tweet, and then I got the email in my inbox.
Good,
like,
see, you have to hold it down sometimes. It was always going to happen.
Could have got wild out there, the Twitter streets, you know.
And, bro, you don't want that smoke with me. Let me tell you something, right? Whilst Dr. Marcel's in here, I'm going to say in front of everybody right now, he don't want that smoke. We're in like a couple WhatsApp groups, yeah? And there's two people they know not to mess with in this group. Chris Savage is one. Big shout out to Christopher Savage, and another one is me. You don't fire smoke at either of us. We make man leave the WhatsApp groups. That's how we do it, yeah? So Darran, you don't want that smoke with me.
I don't want that. I like being in the WhatsApp group.
That's good. Yeah. And leave it and leaving with the end of the day not feeling bullied or your ego bruised, all right?
Exactly.
So talk to me, how'd you get into comedy, Sel? I know, but tell the world.
Okay. Well, the comedy thing was, actually I was on a self-development course.
Okay.
And they asked me, okay, what if you could do anything in the world, what would it be? And I started like stuttering and thinking of something. They go, no, we want your real answer. Be unreasonable. Say what it is. And I said, comedy. Okay. And they go, right. Okay, so in the break, you've got to make a step towards doing something in comedy, like in the next 15 minutes. So went outside, went online, it's like how to get into comedy, and there was like a 2-day comedy course because there's 12-week ones, and I was thinking you don't need 12 weeks. like what? Because now I looked at it. One was saying one of the sessions was how to hold a microphone. I was like, I'm pretty sure I can do.
You
that.
didn't need that.
Yeah, this is for people who have never been funny in their life. So I was like, okay, let me just do this 2-day one.
Okay,
did that, and then from then. They said, all right, what you got to do now is don't say you're trying to get into comedy, say you are a comedian. And then it's kind of like, kind of a positive
claim the title
thing, bring it into your life. So then I was in barbers, said, hey, I want to, the guy goes, how's your week? And I go, yeah, I'll do comedy now. And he goes, all right. Then some guy overheard me say it. He goes, you should message my friend. I go, who's your friend? And he said his real name because I don't know his stage name. I don't know what name he goes by. I go, all right. And then he goes, it's Kane something. I went, Kane Brown. He goes, yeah, just message him.
Shout out to Kane.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't just message Kane Brown. Like, I've watched this guy on stage, and I've seen this. And when you're not into comedy,
and
you've seen this man grill people in the crowd.
So you feel like you don't want to be a part of that, even though he's not that way inclined off stage. You feel like I'm not about to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in his inbox. He's gonna start like running me. So messaged him, said, how can I help you? And I said, well, I'm trying to just get some stage time. He goes, yeah. Well, when you got 5 minutes, come down to Hideaway and we'll put you on. And I was like, oh, I've got 5 minutes. I didn't have 5 minutes, but
like you say, you got to say it before it actually happens. Yeah,
I got voting, so come down. So it was bank holiday weekend at Hideaway.
Was it Ram?
The lineup was it was Miss Moreal opening, then Will E, Break, Travis J, me, and then Kojo.
Okay.
with Kane Brown that hosted. That
Yeah,
was my first gig.
A lot of pressure. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a lot of names there.
That was my first ever gig, and then from then on, just start trying to book, and just find out how to do it, man. Yeah.
Nice. And now 2.5 years down the line,
Yeah.
how do you feel about comedy?
Still in love with it. Still in love with it. So it's still good. I think that's what I've always tried to keep my head in that space. Is that let's make sure it's still enjoyable and always just enjoy it, just learn. And just try to enjoy any direction it takes me into and stuff. So yeah, I'm still in love with the game.
Nice. Well, some of your stand-up I know personally. I mean, we've done shows back to back, so I know some of it, right? And there's one thing I do want to ask about now that it's not really on the context of us talking on stage.
Yeah.
When you go on stage and talk about you being from Essex, Harlow in Essex, right?
Yeah.
Against being in front of a crowd of, let's say, when you've done the first show you ever did, it was like a typically black Caribbean audience. Mm-hmm. Do you feel a difference, or do you feel it's harder because you're from an area which seems to be so distant from that?
I know what you mean. Well, it was until I realised what that was a barrier.
Yeah.
And then it's just one of those things in comedy. One of the things you learn is puncture those kind of barriers as early as possible. So that's why my opening joke is to talk about being from Essex, being like, you can't exaggerate, but being the only black guy in the town and not being from London and stuff. And then people go, oh yeah, because there's times I'm sat in front of a sea of black faces and they're looking at me for the whole show, not laughing. Then only when I mention I'm from Harlow, they go,
oh,
no,
that's why.
Now I understand what's going on.
That's a liberty.
They're just looking because they can't place what's coming out of my face. They're like, I can see the face, I know the face, but that
voice,
brother, no, I don't know what that is. So the moment I go, yeah, I'm from Harlow, right, cool.
It makes sense.
Now I can relax because this all makes sense to me now. Yeah, because if it's a white guy come on stage, they expect him to talk in a certain way, and they're like, yeah, I accept that. When they see my face and hear the voice, they're like, huh?
But is it? I mean, is there such thing as, because it's
a
black voice and a white voice and an Asian voice? Is there such thing really?
I don't think there is, but there is.
You got to break that down for me.
Yeah,
talk to me.
So if we all take a step back and really think about it, of course there isn't a voice, but we are used to and we become accustomed to certain people talking in certain ways and maybe talking about certain things. So
fair enough, yeah.
So people don't immediately see a black guy and think he's going to be from Essex. So it's that kind of thing. So you see what I mean? So it's not so much talking black, but it's right. I didn't expect him to sound like that.
I remember I did a show once in Glasgow.
Yeah.
And the cab driver picked me up. The cab driver was Asian, and then the audience as well, because it was a Desi Central show.
Right, yeah.
Predominantly the audience is an Asian audience. And every time they spoke to me after the show, my own barrier was like, I can't say that again, because the accent I'm hearing, because even if I don't hear somebody who has the accent of how their country is, just hearing a Scottish accent come out of, I've now got friends who are black and Asian and white from Scotland. Yeah. To me, their accent's all the same, but then it took me a while to get used to seeing and hearing different accents from different faces. So it is something, I guess it is in that light, I can get what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, so that's what happens then, like I said, but it used to be something that I thought hindered me. And now I realise actually something that it makes me stand out. They're like, oh yeah, you're the guy from Essex. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So yeah,
fair enough.
People remember that now. So yeah.
So talk to me as well. Podcasting. This is something you do. You've got one called Darran's Brain Dump.
Yeah, Griff's Brain Dump.
Oh, Griff's Brain Dump.
Yeah,
sorry, apologies.
Griff
the Joker. Griff's Brain Dump.
Yeah. So that is just it's a personal journal, audio journal that I just talk about my week and talk about what's gone on in the world, and that's it really. It's more for me. It's a selfish outlet. It's for me to vent. The one I did this weekend was just me crying about Tottenham getting knocked out of the FA Cup.
Listen,
so
bad times, mate. Bad times.
You're not a Tottenham man, are you?
Arsenal.
That's why you don't care.
No, but it does. But I can't even say anything. Like it's bad for both of us at the moment.
It is a bit rough on both sides.
Yeah.
So if you and seeing for Arsenal, Lingard.
I thought my chat's done, innit? My chat's done. I'm like,
when he did the Michael Jackson dancing in your face,
It was rude.
When I saw the memes that came out afterwards, I was in tears. So I can understand why you might need a journal to kind of vent. Well, you're a Tottenham man, so it was a different game, but nonetheless, I can still understand why.
No, exactly.
And talk to us. I mean, give us some more content that's from there, because I mean, there's some episodes that I've heard, even when you've been on holiday.
Yes. So I have quite a regular guest that comes in and out of the podcast. That's my fiance. Shout out Naomi. Naomi also wanted to say, I'm a massive Blazing Squad fan. Say hello to Marcel. So there you go. She's gonna like, why do you do that voice for me? But whatever. But yeah, she comes onto the podcast as well, especially if I want to talk about anything to do with kind of relationships, like a female perspective and stuff. So yeah,
that's good,
so I like to get her on the podcast and stuff. So yeah, she's been on there. And I do the podcast wherever I am on a Sunday morning generally. So it's either in my car after the gym. I've been on holiday. I've done it from different countries.
Nice.
Yeah, I've just done it when I've been at someone's house. And I was like, I ain't recorded my podcast yet. Let me just
give us a minute. Let me.
Guys, go to your back room for like 40 minutes. Just record my podcast. You can come on it if you want, but I'm just gonna.
But I got to do my thing. You want to join? Fair enough. And talk to me. I mean, 2.5 years in is. I mean, I'm what? It'll be 9 years in March.
Yeah.
March 25th will be 9 years of me doing comedy. 2.5 years, and I remember you're at that stage where you can kind of feel. I mean, this is just me.
Yeah.
You feel like I know who I am, and now I'm developing my character, my material, and so on. But also, you still feel relatively young when you go on a stage and there's other comedians. You go, oh wait, now I still got to work. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel now? 2.5 years in.
Yeah, 2.5 years. It's crazy because. And I guess you'll get this now because we've spoken about this before, but you'll have people coming in newer than you, and they're like, like Darren, so you've been in the game for a while now.
And you sit there going, but bro, I'm still a baby.
No, exactly. And it's you're so good, and it's like, well, you think I'm good because you've just seen me, but you haven't seen the people that I've seen or the people I gig with. I'm not. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. or across my peers, I'm good.
But in the grand scheme
of things, no, I'm not. So like, don't. I can give you some advice, some little bits of advice here, but I'm not the guy to come to. Like, talk to that guy over there. But yeah, I'm new. I'm new in it, and I enjoy being new in it, and I enjoy learning and feeling that I'm at the beginning of the journey. So it's still bits of me that I don't think are fully set in stone. But like you said, there's bits that I'm like, no, I won't ever lose that, or that's the kind of topics I want to talk about, and I want to really talk about those issues. But everything else is still kind of learning and up in the air, and still trying to learn my voice, and still trying to. Yeah,
you got your voice, bro.
Yeah,
you got. I mean, I've seen you grow, man. You got it. Definitely.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
When you say I'm still trying to learn, you, in the group as well. And I mean, I'll talk. And when we talk in the WhatsApp group, there are some people in there they're talking, you're like, yeah, man, shut up. And then you get you go, shut up, man. Just shut up, man. Whatever, man. But then when Darren talks, Darren loves to see whatever we talk about and turn it into something funny. Right? He's never serious.
No.
Never serious in the group. Sometimes you sit there and you feel that. Darren, look, listen. Darren, this is a real topic we're trying to discuss right now, and you're trying to make it into a joke. But
because Aurie always cuts it, goes, right, because Darren, you're trying to be funny right now. Bro, but why do people say trying? He says trying every time.
I'm so honest with
you. He goes, you're trying to be funny right now, but the point you made's true and stuff. And I was like, why you said trying?
It's honestly, it's like we'll sit there, we'll say, the sky is blue. He'll go, yeah, avatars are blue as well. You try to say that you plug into them. I'm like, bruv, where did that even come from, man? What are you talking about?
My jokes are better than that.
They're better than that.
I hope so. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope they're better than that.
They're better than that.
But nah, it's funny to see how he. But honestly, I remember. I think when was the first time I did a gig with you, man? This is a good while ago. I feel like it was it might have been a Hideaway.
No, the first time I met you was some small pub in like Hammersmith. It was upstairs. It seems like a Black History Month kind of special, and you came and you headlined the show.
Did I?
And yeah, you came headline. If you was just doing a guy a favour, you got like the half the bucket split and stuff. Actually, you got the whole bucket.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember. I didn't get anything from that. Behave yourself. I was trying out material for my show actually.
Exactly. And so that's the first,
Marvin.
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah.
So that was the first time I saw you, and then the next time I think was when we was at a New Year's Eve thing. Out in Reading,
Yes.
And you was hosting.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes.
2 of the acts didn't turn up.
Yeah, I remember that. That was.
And so I
yeah.
wasn't even really meant to be on. I was just helping out with the actual like New
Event,
Year's
yeah.
Eve event. And then they go, "Oh, you're a comedian. Do you want to go on?" So
Literally, and when you're new,
With
and
their pressure, with their pressure.
bro,
what? Listen, there was about 400 people there, and even for me, if someone asked me right now, bruv, I know you're not supposed to be performing, but in 5 minutes, could you jump on? Like 8.5 years in, I'd still go, man, I'm not even in the mindset to do it. I can imagine for you, that would have been like,
So it's that kind of that new comedian naivety of I just need stage time and I've been given a chance to get on stage.
But it's good
I'm
you
not,
did that.
Yeah, so I'm not ready, but I'm gonna go. So I just went, and it was horrible.
No, it wasn't as bad as he makes it out to be at
But
all.
it felt horrible. But the thing is, though, when you have a bad gig, usually you can just leave, innit?
Bruv, this
wait.
is a weekender, innit?
This is a weekender.
So he's paid to stay here, you know.
So I'm working. So I've now gigged, didn't go too well, and now I have to take off that top and put on my NYE getaway t-shirt on. And then I was like, "Hey, use the comedian on stage, innit? Yeah, bruv.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah,
Bro.
keep going. Yeah, like you can make it, but today, hey boy, didn't really go for you, but it didn't go right.
Oh, that's the worst.
I was like, okay, yeah, and I just still have to be there.
Marcel, I'm telling you, when you go to a show, let's say me and Darren and a few other people at a show, what happens is an audience member will come up to you, and it could be a group of comedians talking. They'll come up,
mate.
and the ones that they like, they'll go, "Oh, Mike, listen, my G, you did the thing, my G. I rate that, I respect that. All of you lot was funny in that, man, but you," and the rest of the man are standing there, you know. And then if they see another guy, let's say it might be someone who didn't do too well, they'll go, "Hey, do me a favor, let me get a picture with a comedian. You might take the camera," and they'll take, and you'll sit there going, "But bruv, I was one of them." No, but bruv, do me a favor, man. Let me get in this picture. And you're taking the picture thinking, I should be in that one. Yeah. it happens. It happens to all of us. Anyone who pretends that it hasn't happened to them, it happens to all of us.
It's brutal.
It's funny though.
Yeah.
I have to give that to you. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I have got Dr. Marcel in the building.
you go, bro.
And I've also got Griff the Joker, aka Darran Griffiths, in the building. This is BBC Radio London. If you've got any questions to ask them, please tweet us at BBC Radio London, or you could text in on 81333. But make sure you start your texts with the word London. In a bit, we're going to get into some topics, especially on a documentary that I saw on Netflix. And I know which one you think it's going to be, Darren, but it's actually not that one. It's a different one that came out last week. It's not. You're not thinking festival. It's not that one.
I'm not thinking that one.
No.
Yeah, is it a different one? You think you'll find out in just a bit. You'll find out in just a bit. But until then, let's play some tunes. We got Khaled here with Young, Dumb, and Broke.